But finding the right deal is just one part of the problem. Equally important is how to pay for it. Most of the global trade is done in one currency, the US dollar. But Russia and China are looking to break the dollar's dominance. They want to de-dollarize their economies. How exactly does that work? The first step is usually trade. Right now, all imports and exports are priced in dollars. Oil, gas, cars, clothes, each and every product is pegged to the US dollar. Russia and China are hoping to change that. They want to trade in their own currencies, the yuan and the ruble.
Yesterday, Gazprom and its Chinese partners decided to move to rubles and yuan in 50-50 split when paying for Russian gas supply. I would add that short-sighted actions have spurred global inflation. It has already surpassed records that have been set many years ago in various countries.
As expected, gas is the first target. In 2019, China had signed a 30-year gas deal with Russia. Shipments will reach 15 billion cubic meters by the end of this year. Until now, this trade was conducted in dollars, but not anymore. Gazprom will now receive payments in local currencies, 50% in yuan, 50% in rubles. And this is what we call de-dollarization. But the question is, how does it benefit Russia and China? You see, the dollar's domination indirectly means America's domination. It gives the US a lot of influence over other economies through sanctions, through interest hikes, through monetary tightening. De-dollarization can prevent that. It can reduce America's influence over the global economy. Russia has been doing that since 2014. Their dollar-denominated assets amount to just 16%. In 2013, 95% of their trade with BRICS countries was done via dollars, and now less than 10%. So Russia has consciously made the effort to shun the US dollar, and China is doing the same. They have created a digital currency called e-yuan. They also have renminbi trading centers in Hong Kong, Singapore, Europe. You can see why it's a desirable prospect. The current oil boom is draining the forex reserves of most countries. Governments are dipping into their reserves to import oil. De-dollarization can prevent that. And it's not just Russia and China. Even India is doing this. Indian companies are using Asian currencies to buy Russian coal. In June, 44% of the trade was done via other currencies. For India, this is purely financial. It's about securing the best deals. But for China and Russia, it is political. It's about challenging the US-led world order. China and Russia are looking to further integrate their economies. In June, yuan-ruble trade rose to a 6-month high. Spot trading was worth around $48 billion. The question is, will it be enough to displace the dollar? Right now, the answer is no. The dollar's dominance dates back to the 1970s. That's when the US struck an oil deal with Saudi Arabia. The kingdom agreed that oil would be priced in dollars. And that is key to the dollar's preeminence. It has full convertibility. It is backed by the American economy and military, and is deeply integrated with the world economy. Let me give you some numbers here. 60% of all reserves held by central banks are in dollars. 70% of all trade is done in dollars. Changing that will be a long process. China and Russia alone cannot do this, which is why they are looking to create a bloc of like-minded countries, like the BRICS. China is eager to expand the BRICS to include more developing countries like Argentina, Egypt, Saudi Arabia. Together, these countries have a lot of clout. They could challenge the dollar's dominance. But how should India see this campaign? Well, trading in local currencies benefits India as well. Recently, the Reserve Bank of India permitted trade payments in the Indian rupee. There are also talks of a rupee-ruble trade. All of this would reduce the pressure on India's forex reserves. It would also prop up the rupee. But what about the political fallout then? Challenging the dollar is like challenging America. It also means buying into China's campaign. Remember, Beijing wants to use the financial system to dominate politically. So India's choices must be weighed carefully. WION now available in your country. Download the app now. Get all the news on the move.